I think it's important that, again, I would go on all these conventions and I'd come back with ideas, and sometimes I would get caught up with the busyness of the day or the week or the year, and a lot of these great ideas that I would bring back, I felt I had to take ownership of it, and that the staff would then do it. But if you let the staff go to a convention, they're going to come back, they're going to take ownership of it, and there's a greater chance that that stuff is going to be done. The other thing that we do is that we send our staff in groups of 4 or 5 on, we call them field trips. And what we do is we go out, we visit 3 or 4 bakeries in a general area, we see what the service is like, we see what the quality of the food is. They have a allowance, they could buy whatever they want to buy. And then they get firsthand experience on what it is. And whether you go to a great bakery or a not so good bakery, you're going to come back with information on either how to do it better or what not to do. So I think that's come in really handy with our staff when they come back and they say, hey, you know, they get all excited, we can do this and this and this and this and this. And it's really, from an owner standpoint, it's really heartwarming to see that kind of stuff happen. I sent one person out to the All Things Baking, which was last week, and she came back with so many ideas, and the next day I saw like 8 new things into the bakery, which if I would have gone, that wouldn't have happened. I would have thought about it, and you know, sometimes you just get blinded by that, by going to conventions, you know, year in and year out. You just kind of walk by, oh yeah, I've seen that kind of stuff, and you don't think how it would apply to your bakery. But when a fresh pair of eyes look at it, all of a sudden it's like, bam, you know, new stuff has happened in the bakery, and customers like it, and the staff likes it, and everybody gets excited about it, and it's a great thing to see in the bakery. It absolutely pays for itself. I mean, what did I spend, like $600–700 to send somebody out to Houston, and I bet you in 2 weeks that paid for itself automatically. Not to mention the goodwill that it created with not only that manager, because now she feels empowered and she feels special and she feels like she can take on more responsibilities, but it also lets the other staff listen to somebody else and share these great ideas. I think a lot of times, again, after 28 years of being in business, it's kind of like an old coach. You hear the same story over and over again, and it goes over deaf ears. And now when a fellow employee now starts saying, hey, this is a good idea, or this is a good idea, or let's try doing this with our donuts, or let's try doing this with our cookies, all of a sudden, it sounds completely different. Even though we might be saying the same thing, but a different voice, a different way of presenting it, they just make it happen.